What's up, everyone? Thank you for joining me today on another episode on this channel. If this is your first time here, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell because the subscribe button really doesn't do anything anymore. But today we're going to jump into Disney. They've announced 63 new movies that are going to be coming out up until 2027. It's a lot of movies. We're not going to jump into every single one of them. Our main focus on here is going to be mainly the Star Wars movies. So if you look here, you're going to see 2019. December 20th, 2019 is Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. No surprise whatsoever. But however, Bob Iger said they were going to be taking a break from Star Wars. And initially we thought, all right, they're just going to take a year off. However, it looks like they're going to be taking a good 2 years off. So actually, if we go down here, you'll see the 2020 release, nothing for Star Wars. 2021 release, nothing for Star Wars. And bam, December 16th, 2022, Untitled Star Wars. And it looks like it's going to be alternating every other year. So whose trilogy will this be? My bet is Benioff and Weiss. I don't think we're going to get Rian Johnson's trilogy still, but that remains to be seen. But I did think that we were going to get Star Wars in 2021. But however, Avatar 2 was initially supposed to come out in 2020, and Disney pushed that back a year. And I was thinking to myself, all right, I thought Star Wars was coming out at the same time. Why would they pretty much, have Star Wars going head to head with Avatar? And that's not the case. Star Wars is now going to be 1 year after Avatar 2. And of course, Avatar, there's going to be Avatar 5. That's going to be released in, I believe, 2027. But when they said they were taking a break from Star Wars, they really were. It seems like they really want to get this streaming service going for people, and they hope that a lot of people subscribe to that. So that is their immediate main focus as far as Star Wars goes. So Star Wars is pretty much going back to the way I think George Lucas made them. You're going to get a Star Wars movie, well, not necessarily every 3 years the way he did it, but they definitely are cutting back. You're not going to get a Star Wars movie for, good 2.5 years now. And I think that's going to be the first Benioff and Weiss Star Wars movie. But Avatar, you see that coming out in 2021. But here's something also. Indiana Jones 5 is coming out relatively fast. It comes out on July the 9th, 2021. And I don't think a lot of people are really interested in another Indiana Jones movie. Me personally, I think it should be done now. And I'm not really interested to see Indiana Jones 5, mainly because John Caston is actually writing the script for this. And John Caston is a big-time SJW. He's the son of the legendary Lawrence Kasdan, who wrote Empire Strikes Back. But his son, John Caston, is just way too woke for me. I don't know if I'm going to see this movie. I love Harrison Ford, but I don't know if I can see this movie with him, especially with what John Caston did to the Han Solo movie. I didn't like it. But Disney has a bunch of, untitled live action stuff, a lot of remakes too, which is very, very surprising here. Should they be remaking some of these movies? I really don't think so. But just looking at this, Disney, they own everything. They really, really do own everything. With the Fox merger now, that's the reason why Avatar is pushed back a year. West Side Story, they're remaking that. Cruella, which is Cruella de Vil, that's a remake too. What else is on here? So there's going to be a Marvel movie in May of 2020. Now, we don't know what that is. They haven't announced anything. That's only a year away. Actually, less than a year away now. So I didn't think anything was in really in development. I didn't know if they were shooting anything right now, because you think they would actually be shooting a movie right now if they were actually going to put out a Marvel movie in 2020. But we haven't really heard anything about that. So let's go down here a little further. Okay, so you have Avatar 3 comes out December 22nd, 2023. And then you have Star Wars movie December the 20th of 2024. And Avatar 4, Star Wars the next year right there. And Avatar 5 in 2027. So they have pretty much planned out the Star Wars movies that are coming out. And Avatar, we already know that James Cameron, he's shooting all four of his Avatar sequels back to back to back to back. So that's going to take over the box office. So I think Disney is hoping that Star Wars can take over the box office in December as they have since The Force Awakens. And they'll let Avatar take over the box office in the other years. So smart move by Disney to actually put Avatar and Star Wars in alternating years. To me, that just makes sense. You don't want one movie to take away from the other movie. So this is pretty interesting. Disney has a lot of stuff planned out. I mean, look at this. They have 2022. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 movies. So, man, that's a lot of movies. And I think that's the lowest amount of movies that are coming out. So can you guys deal with not much Star Wars? Because, well, I guess you can count the streaming service as one thing, because you're going to have The Mandalorian. You're going to have the Cassian Andor series. But as far as Star Wars, the way they've been doing it, it's not going to be the same anymore. Looks like just one movie every other year. So they're going back to really cutting back on the Star Wars movies. I don't think that's the problem. They just need to make good Star Wars movies. That's the way I see it. It's not overkill. I don't believe in any of that, because look at all these MCU movies they have lined up. They have a ton of them. They just came out with their 22nd MCU movie, and the 23rd MCU movie is coming out this summer with Spider-Man Far From Home. And then you can have your 24th MCU movie next May. So Star Wars fatigue is complete fiction. Nobody's complaining about MCU fatigue. That's just me. But guys, let me know what you think about this. Disney releasing all of their movies up to 2027. Let me know what you think of this in the comments. If you're new here to the channel, please hit subscribe to catch future videos from me. And we will catch you on the next video. John Matrixx, out.